Hey everybody, Quinn here, and here is one of the most recent projects I've been working on. It's a single speed. This is an old Gary Fisher from the 90s. It's a bike that my father-in-law bought my brother-in-law when he was in junior high. I borrowed it from him probably 15 or 16 years ago, and it's been in my garage for 10 without being used. Zach, my brother-in-law, bought a new bike since then, and so I figured why not pull this one apart and turn it into my very own special single speed. So the first step is to take everything apart. So I basically just took every tool I had in the garage and started to pry and detach everything off of the bike. That included pulling the front fork suspension apart, wheels off. I even took the spokes off of the rims so that I wanted to change the color on those. But this was really probably the most fun part of the job, pulling everything apart. I wanted to keep the job under $100, and so I tried to recycle as many parts as possible. I was also able to buy a bunch of parts used. For example, these hubs I got from the Boise Bike Project here in Boise. They sell a bunch of used stuff. And those were there because I wanted to convert the old V-brake system to a disc brake system and needed those hubs in order to do that. But here it is, all pulled apart. You can see the little red tensioner there in that wheel as well. Well, once I had it all pulled apart, then I needed to grind off all of the extra cable housing things on the frame. The frame was made of chromoly, so I pulled my disc grinder out and just ground those right off. Got quite a few sparks, but they were prepped and ready to go. Threw it in the sandblaster and started to blast off the paint. I found that the sandblaster did an excellent job when it came to places where pipes came together and there were little grooves and whatnot. But it didn't work as fast as I wanted it to, and in the end I also used the sander to get most of the paint off of the frame itself. Worked pretty well, and in the end the frame was good to go. I put some Bondo on there to kind of help fill any of the gaps I created with my angle grinder, and we were ready to go. Also wanted to paint the rims, and so I just did a light sanding on those in preparation for spray paint. I wanted to go with a matte finish, but yeah, that's me just sanding them down. There was a lot of cleaning to do, of course, a ton of WD-40 and a lot of paper towels and scrub brushes and whatnot just to get everything cleaned up. Again, I wanted to reuse as many parts as possible to try and save on the project. That chain really needed a lot of help. One of my failed experiments was I wanted to take the crank arms and turn them into a different color. I wanted a dark blue to go with the color scheme of the bike, and it required etching and sanding and all kinds of stuff in order to get them etched and ready for dye. It did not work. I don't think I sanded deep enough into the aluminum for the non-oxidized aluminum to receive the dye. So that didn't work, and in the end I just ended up polishing them and throwing them back on the bike. A beautiful day in April, I took the frame and everything else that I wanted to paint out in the backyard, hung it up, and started to paint. I am very proud of the paint job. I started with a dark blue up front and transitioned to black in the back, and with the matte finish, I just think it looks freaking awesome. Great shout out to my brother-in-law Neil, who built this aluminum wheel for me. There was an old red nylon wheel that was used to tension the chain, and I didn't like the red, so Neil built this out of aluminum for me. This is putting the bearings back in there so that we could use it later. Putting things back together was also super fun because the bike's starting to come together. The front fork was ready to receive disc brakes, and after trying a few different types of spokes. I finally got the right length with that new hub. They're black and they look freaking awesome. So I was super excited to start putting things back together again. The great thing about a single speed is you only have a couple of cables on the bikes and it doesn't really mess up around your handlebar. You don't have a bunch of things that you got to press. You've just got brakes and it looks really pretty fantastic. I loved how it came together. Now on the back end, I had a little more difficulty with the disc brakes. The frame, of course, was rather old and it was built prior to disc brakes being a big thing in biking in general. And so I actually had to create a little bracket that I could use to actually hold the calipers, the things that squeeze the disc to slow you down. So this is me cutting that out of aluminum, drilling the holes, and then of course I wanted to paint it so that it was black, make it look cool. This is that tensioner. I need that because the chain isn't going to be built perfectly for the teeth that I have. But in the end, it worked out great, and this is it up on the stand. I think it looks pretty darn fantastic. It was a great project. The only thing I think I'd change is I'm not a huge fan of the royal blue pedals. I think I should have gone with the black. But I've been riding it to work ever since. I think it looks fantastic. It's pretty fun to ride. I can definitely tell that it's a rebuild, but just absolutely love the paint job and looking forward to replacing the seat soon. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.